kutokee.
Something is going to happen to you.
Na mimi ninakuambia,
and I do tell you this,
tukiwa tuko hapa kwenye eneo ambalo la huduma ya Yesu,
here at the center of the ministry,
chochote ulichokuwa unatafuta
whatsoever you were seeking,
kwa jina la Yesu Kristo, kia kufunguliwa, wakaona hakuna nafasi ya kupita, wakapita naye juu, wakaondoa miti, wakaondoa vigae, wakamshusha mgonjwa wao. Na Yesu Kristo alipoiona imani yao, wale watu waliombeba aliyepooza, Yesu akasema, rafiki, umesamehewa dhambi zako. Unajua kitu gani kilimpa uzima yule aliyepooza? Ilikuwa ni imani ya hawa jamaa. Imani yako inaweza kuokoa ndugu yako. Imani yako inaweza kuokoa biashara yako. Imani yako inaweza kuokoa afya yako. Imani yako inaweza kukupa uzima. Imani yako inaweza kukupa kibali, kama ilivyokuwa kwa hawa watu waliombeba aliyepooza. Waliposikia yuko Kapernaum, wakaja naye. Unajua imani inaondoa aibu. Unajua wakuona aibu kwamba tuko na mgonjwa, lakini kwa sababu ya imani hawakuiona aibu. Unajua imani inaondoa hofu. Walianza kutoa vigae kwenye ile dari, bila kujali watu waliojaa, kwamba wangeliwapiga, kwa sababu una imani. Unahitaji imani. Nikukaribishe ibada ya tarehe 8 mwezi wa kwanza. Ni ibada ya kupokea vitu vyako vile ulivyovisubiri muda mrefu, ikiwa ni mwaka kurejeshewa na kupewa ulivyokuwa unataka. Imani yako itakuwa inaachilia vitu, kwa sababu imani haishindi. Mungu akubariki sana. Mimi ninaitwa Apostle Anthony Mkane.
This is Apostle Anthony Mkane.
And evangelist.
Evangelist Anthony Mkane.
Mungu akubariki.
May God bless you.
Rais waliokufa walete Jumapili,
bring them on Sunday
ya tarehe 8.
The 8th date.
Utamuona Yesu akiwafungua katika jina la Yesu Kristo wa Nazareth uliye hai. Amen.
Amen.
And my favorite used to be kuwepo mahali ambapo Yesu alikuwa akifanya huduma.
The place where the ministry of Jesus was.
Mahali ambapo Yesu alikuwa akiendesha huduma.
The place where many miracles happen.
Amen. Jina lako?
My name is Clemens, the evangelist and apostle from Tanzania.
Jina lake ni mtume na mwinjilisti kutoka Tanzania, Clemens Nyagawa.
Amen.
We love you.
We love you too. We love you too. We love you too.
Let me pray for you. In the mighty name of Jesus, and I declare good health in his body, deliverance in his body, long life in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, and we love you too.
Amen. Amen. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Hallelujah. Kwa jina la Bwana wetu Yesu Kristo, tukiwa mahali hapa panapoitwa Kapernaum.
Heptapegon, this is the multiplication of fish and bread. Magdala, where Mary from Magdala came from. Okay? And of course, Tiberias is the city, the ancient city of Tiberias is right. Now, according here is also somehow is a triangle. You see? Triangle. So let's see what happened here. Sephoris in the time of Jesus is a very functioning Roman city, big Roman city. Spent his life. Okay, if you've seen this church is actually floating in the air. In top of
Tazama hili kanisa ni kama inaelea iko juu.
In top of the ancient ruins.
Haya majengo ya zamani.
So if you go to the church, you're gonna see a glass flooring.
Ukiingia kule ndani utaona kuna kioo pale juu ambacho
kinaonyesha. And that glass flooring is actually looking at this.
Ambacho kinaonyesha hilo jengo hicho unachokiona hapo.
This is we call it in Latin and in archaeological term insula sacra.
Kwa lugha ya Kilatini inaitwa insula sacra.
Insula sacra meaning the sacred niche, the sacred isle. Why sacred? Because Jesus and the disciples would actually sit here before the building and the invention of church.
Kabla ya ugunduzi wa majengo na ujenzi wa makanisa.
They would be here actually debating, talking philosophy, talking about the religion of the disciples.
Wakiendesha midahalo, wakizungumza mambo ya kifalsafa na mambo mengine.
Talking about what God is expecting from us.
Wakizungumzia mambo ambayo Mungu anayatarajia kutoka kwetu.
Everything happens here, and the reason that it has to be under the surface is because Christianity in the beginning wasn't something allowed. It was forbidden. It took a while until Christianity became official. It took a while. Say 300 years. 300 years in the time of Constantine. It's an pagan emperor, Roman. Okay, but his mother is Helena. You know, the same Queen Helena that was very dedicated Christian. So from that moment on, not only the building of churches started taking place in Israel. In the beginning. So this wasn't always closed. This was open. I mean, people passed through, took a beautiful rock they saw, took a beautiful stone they seen, beautiful scripture. It's something that was no monetary at that time. I mean, we're talking thousands of years. Just a second. This is from the hotel. Ashoki. My name. הכל טוב, התקשרתי לכם, בסדר, אנחנו אוכלים ארוחת הערב ועוזבים אחרי ארוחת הערב היום, עושים צ'ק אאוט. אנחנו באים לאכול ועוזבים, כן, אני אמרתי להם, אנחנו לא נשארים הלילה אצלכם. אנחנו לא, אין, נאכל בזה, תודה. טוב אחי, תודה, ביי. Okay, so let's continue. Preserve. Okay, but I wanted to notice something very, very nice. I wanted to notice the stairs. These are not stairs for heaven. Stairway to heaven. These are actually stairs that used to be very common. Because in Israel, the roof is the most practical thing. How practical? Because first of all, we dry fruits, we dry cheese, dry vegetables, we do many things. The roof is very important to us. Because Israel sees the sun maybe 10 months a year, really a lot of sun. So of course we have our boilers, the hot water tanks that you could see anywhere in Israel. You've seen them, right? So it's like a solar plates with a tank of water, and it heats up the water without doing the boiler. The boiler, you use it only electricity, the cold weather now, like January, February. Okay, but before you have sun all year, you don't need. So that's why we have these things, these tanks, and we have it already from the 60s. Solar plates from the 60s. Imagine that. Okay, let's go back to the roofs in the time of Jesus, 2,000 years ago. So of course there's no cemented roofs, no iron like today. Wooden beams and palm leaves. This is how they covered the roof. Okay. In Tiberias, especially because of the 200 meter below sea level, air conditioned 2,000 years ago. Have you seen 2,000 years ago air condition? You want to see? Look at this. Look at this. You see Jesus does a miracle. You are amazed, and what do you do? Naturally, what do you do? You follow him. Anywhere he goes, you follow. Anywhere. Exactly. So exactly what happened after feeding the 5,000 people. People started following Jesus anywhere he goes. So eventually he would come to his headquarters, to his place of ministry, place that he would sit here and talk, making it a church before the invention of churches. He would come here. And they wanted to see Jesus because they wanted help to heal him. They could not enter because people were all over the place. They have no place to even put your thumb. Full of people. Two men. I'm not. These two men would take the crippled man on his bed, would remove the wooden beams, take the palm leaves, and lower the sick man into the hand of Jesus. Here in Capernaum. Okay. One more thing happens here. Don't forget that Capernaum is also the mother-in-law of Peter lives here. And she had fever. And Jesus also cured her from her fever, from her sickness. Okay? So it happens here in Capernaum. Yes. So if you see this, and all of a sudden you see this, this doesn't look right to you. Does it look right? What is it? You know what it is?
I think no one knows.
No? Synagogue. Okay, let's go see. Twende kwenye synagogue. Hotuba ya hapa ndio tutamuona. Jamaa tutamuona anakuja mtu siku ya Sabato. Before you enter, you come this way. This way. So, okay, if we look at the dwellings, and we look at the bases here, it's similar, right? Right?
Yes.
Yes, because it's the same stones. It's the same sloppiness, meaning it's not very accurate. Look at the small stones. It's okay. It's not very prestigious, I would say. Okay, so there is a different synagogues. The one beneath, it's an older synagogue, of course, made out of basalt. It's from the time of Jesus, 2,000 years ago. Because it's the same like the dwellings, you see? Same thing. Okay, so the black one would be from the time of Jesus. And the other one is a different story.
Na hayo mengine ni habari nyingine.
The other one is made out of limestone. As you see, it's much more impressive.